Hello my beloved Cancer, welcome to this reading. My name is Mia and we are going to have a look what's coming in for you for October 2022. Cancer, how are you doing? I really hope you're doing great. Just keep in mind, this is not one-on-one reading. This is a general reading for Cancer like yourself, Sun, Moon and Rising. So take the messages that resonate and drop the rest. I'm gonna, as I said before, I'm gonna say again, I'm ever so grateful for you being here. Thank you so much. If you wish, subscribe and join in the community, and you can comment and like if you feel that way. Anyways, let's dive in what's coming in for you, Cancer, this month. Right, beginning of the month, middle of the month, and end of the month. Alrighty. And at the bottom we have Empress and the Hanged Man. Okie dokie. Righty. Empress. She is the mother. She is the mother of the tarot. She is the opportunity that you ever wish and were waiting for. However, it's something, it's kind of reading between the lines of the all there is. And it sounds like double dutch, but it isn't. There is some sort of thing that is happening. And it's particularly in October, where in the like 18th, 20th of October, up until like first week November, the whale is very thin. And that means that the spirit world is very close to us. And the way we view things is different. Even though if you may not strongly believe in it, if you maybe even not following it, it's different this time. There is a lot of reviewing happening. And things look different as they did before. The money or opportunities, everything looks different. Whatever you wanted before, for some reason, you might not want to know more, and you can't understand maybe why. However, it's not a bad thing. It's what would you call evolving, because it's called kind of like growth. You kind of sync yourself with the universe, and then you kind of start to see yourself different. When you have, like, say, every day to day, busy, and you have not a time to reflect on things, stopping thinking about yourself, how you're feeling, how you're really feeling, okay, about any topic. And then when you do stop, or certain circumstances come, it makes you stop and think. And this is one of them. This is one of them. Wow. Alrighty, let's just dive in. Let's just dive in without any further ado. What's coming for you beginning of the month? Cancer. And it all starts and ends in the healing. This reading is way different than any other. I kind of feel that I've been guided to do reading more intuitively. And it feels very more spiritual, or rather than just a practical or anything like that. So, but still messages can come through anyways. Look, we have Temperance. And you're dipping toes in an unknown area, an unknown territory of yourself in a ways. And maybe you're coming out of your comfort zone of, I used to do this all the time, or my family used to do this all the time. No longer, no more. You are trying to do certain things different way now, or you feel that you should be doing it. As there is some sort of, we have the Archangel Raphael wings, and it's kind of calling for balance. We have 2 wands, and it's kind of reflection, reflecting either on your whole life or on yourself. And I want to figure out what it is on your belief systems. Do you know what it is? What it's talking about? Straight away, first thing came to me, the rat race. Is it worth it? Whatever the rat race means to you. So for some it would be commuting for hour, 2 hours, and then working in the same back and day in, day out, and what is worth? Is it worth it? Okay, what for? What for I'm doing all this? There is a real crucial questions are kind of raised. Really, for some of you, maybe you don't want to answer these questions, and maybe you don't want to find the truth. But it kind of feels that that the answers are coming upon themselves. Very up in the air a little bit up in the air. I do want to find out what kind of signposts you have for you, Cancer, for this period. There we are. I like it. Parking. It doesn't make you stop doing whatever you do, but it just kind of makes breathe, Cancer. Breathe. Take it all in. And kind of like regroup in a ways. Yeah. Have some good nap. Have a good night's sleep. Regroup, rethink. Spend time with yourself. Meditate. A meditation could be anything. It could be spending time in gym, boxing. My meditation is cleaning home. I love it. I feel myself are cleansed, and my home is cleansed and cleaned. Yeah, it's quite. It's not doom and gloom. It's all. Sometimes we have to do this. Let's have a look. What's coming for the middle month? Wow. Through the transformation, you reach the success, you reach the light. And we have, it is very interesting. It's very kind of major arcana dominated in ways as well. And we have the death card and 4 wands. 4 wands is interesting. It really reminds me of marathon finishing line, where people run through the finishing line. And it's kind of like reaching the point. It's in spirit world or spirituality, it kind of feels this. We have sometimes maybe you have experienced, Cancer, when you feel so happy for no reason, and it just feels good. That kind of unconditional love. You don't care about conditions of situation. It just feels good. And with the death, it's very interesting. Like the sun come through. The sun is rising. Life is going on. It's not the death that you know it's a death. It's a transformation from the old to the new. And maybe looking at things in a different way has really kind of really raised you big questions. Stir up the soul. Stir up a lot of questions. And realize, hold on a second. There is more to this. There is definitely more to this that I meet, and I want it, and I realize what it is I want, and I'm gonna go for it. Wow, that is an interesting. Let's have a look. Road works ahead. There is some, either you're working in yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, whatever that is. It is some sort of improvements, evolvement. And we always grow. We learn as we live. We came to this world and we signed a contract of what we need to learn, what we want to, what we agree to take on, what kind of role in the world, what kind of lessons, what we are teaching. Because we teach and learn. We teach and learn. And you are doing your bit. You're doing your learning bit. You're doing your teaching bit. And you are upgrading yourself in ways. Let's dive in what's coming for the end of month. Look, end of month, what we have is 31st of October. Of course, it's the Halloween. The veil is the thinnest. And it's very, very close. You might actually experience people who have passed on, transformed. You might actually get messages. You might actually get dreams. You might hear music, may smell them. Either they're cooking or the perfume or tobacco, whatever it is, you actually might experience that throughout the day or at night, whatever. It's kind of like we communicate. We are in sync. If you wish to, if you want to be in a sync and want to be connected, and there's a time to disconnect, to So you are more become purer, because devil is just talking about something that drags you down, something that is kind of attaching kind of cords to you without your permission. It could be workplace that you hate, or feel toxic, or relationships, or habits, or anything, people, relationships, anything. And it doesn't have to be dramatic the way you finish it. Look, we all have some sort of contract with one another, soul contracts, and they might end as well. And you are kind of letting go, and not everyone can be happy. And it is our responsibility of our life, our body, mind, and spirit. That is our responsibility. And of course, our children, if you do have them, that is our responsibility. But try not to be too abrupt, or trying to have the last word in. Okay, if this you feel that you need to kind of end certain things. And interestingly, we do have the new moon in Aries, full moon in Aries, sorry, in 9th October. And it's kind of like beginnings and ends. And then we have the new moon in Scorpio. And it is a Libra season, and we have a lot of communications. And the first one is probably with ourselves. The way we communicate with ourselves, the way we communicate with people that we are involved in our lives. Let's have a look what kind of resonance we have for people. Various people might come into your life, and various people might go. Let them go if they want to go, or it's their time to go. And thank them for their time, for their service. They taught you something, and then maybe learn something from you, vice versa. And that's how life goes on, ever growing, ever moving. Like, look at the Death card. It does, I don't know, it's a very underestimated card, because it's a card of movement. Energy is flowing, and the new dawn is coming. And hence, maybe it's called this, but the way we sometimes see this is a little bit more physical, more dramatic, less spiritual. Okay, Cancer, let's have a look what else we have for you. This is it. Don't let pride get in your way. Don't let pride get in your way. It's, wow, a solar plexus. You might feel it in your solar plexus area. Have faith in your dreams. And we were talking about the dreams, and you're actually getting dreams, whereas you might be visited by someone from that has passed, or you might be visiting someone else. Your dreams need a practical plan, and that is talking, my friends, about heart chakra and the money. And if there's certain things that you want to plan, and you might actually review the plan, either of the money or the way what money actually means to you. Are you running after the money? Is the money the carrot that you're running after? It's the bird. It's like a letting go. It's a letting go and being free, like the bird. It's the old wisdom, like the hermit. You know, having that world knowledge, having that knowledge from your past lives even. Might come through. It might surface in ways. You might get messages regarding that. You are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. It's a cycle ending. Certain cycle of your own spiritual cycle. Personal development. This one here is coming through. Wow. To help heal the situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. And that is regarding we're talking about the people that come and go in our lives, right? And very, very often we get attached, and for not the right reasons maybe. And we need to let go if it's time to let go. And the same as if we need to go away from someone else's life. Wow. Meditation brings answers. Meditation brings answers. It does. We were talking about meditation. It's kind of like interesting what meditation can actually do. Helpful people. This is interesting, actually, collective kind of energy as well. How much, even though a lot of people might say, I want to be on my own, I don't want to be with no one else, I am independent, etc. In ways, invisible ways, we are connected. We are connected. And you might not see sometimes, but there's a lot of God's hand can come in different ways. God's hand or help can come through someone else's hand or help. And that's how sometimes the universe communicates with us, through others. And sometimes your hand could be the God's hand to someone else as well. Be kind to yourself and others as well. Love and light. Have a lovely month. And look after yourself. And I'll see you, Cancer, in the next reading. Ta-da!